Tropical Storm Chantal formed unexpectedly off the South Carolina coast. What started as a weak tropical depression rapidly intensified overnight. By early morning, it had been officially named, prompting immediate alerts across coastal regions. Forecasters raised concerns as the storm began drifting northwards low but gaining power. Communities along the shoreline were suddenly placed on high alert.
Just give the damn stapler back. I'm tired of it. I give up.
Storm watches were quickly issued from South Santee River to Cape Fear. Wind speeds rose sharply, reaching 50 miles per hour as Chantal closed in. Despite its sluggish pace, the storm concealed a brewing threat. It masked its intensity under calm appearances, but radar showed dangerous circulation patterns nearing landfall with growing precision. By afternoon, Chantal made landfall at Litchfield Beach. It struck with powerful gusts, torrential rain, and roaring surf. Palm trees bent wildly. Lightning lit up the skies, and the Atlantic churned in the background. Weather services warned of flash floods as 2 to 4 inches of rain poured steadily, with some areas receiving nearly 6. Chantal's outer bands stretched deep into the Carolinas. Interior counties saw soaked roads and flooding in low-lying areas. Stormwater overwhelmed drainage systems, while constant rain created hazardous driving conditions. Even towns far from the coastline weren't spared, as localized flooding disrupted daily life across the region. Winds gusting over 40 miles per hour were recorded near Apache Pier. High surf pounded North Myrtle Beach, sending waves over dunes and walkways. Visibility dropped as airborne sand swirled through beachfront roads. Locals sheltered indoors as tides surged, streetlights flickered, and authorities urged people to avoid traveling along coastal routes. Officials warned of dangerous rip currents and minor coastal flooding even before the eye of the storm arrived. Beaches were quickly emptied, while emergency broadcasts urged evacuation in vulnerable zones. Storm footage revealed wind-lashed boardwalks and crumbling sand dunes as nature began its assault on infrastructure and community defenses. In response, South Carolina's Emergency Management Division launched its Storm Readiness Protocol. Crews monitored conditions in real time, while shelters and rescue teams were placed on alert. State leaders reminded residents of previous hurricane preparedness drills, emphasizing the importance of staying off roads and avoiding flood-prone areas. Meteorologists also warned of isolated tornadoes and rising river levels inland. Saturated soils and overflowing creeks turned neighborhoods into temporary flood zones. Drivers were urged to avoid back roads, as shallow streams could quickly become dangerous. The unpredictable nature of the storm left many bracing for surprises even after landfall. As Chantal moved further inland, it weakened into a broad, low-pressure system, but its impact lingered, leaving behind damaged roads, scattered debris, and a drenched coastline. The storm's sudden formation and quick landfall were a reminder of how fast tropical systems can escalate and how even brief storms can reshape entire communities. Though not a hurricane, Chantal's damage highlighted the need for constant readiness. Heat advisories lingered, humidity surged, and cleanup began as skies cleared. For many, it was a wake-up call. Tropical storms don't need to be massive to be dangerous. Preparedness remains our best defense against nature's unpredictability.